Hello, friends. Kristen, Mira, and I are offering a workshop this coming Saturday, June 19th, 9 to 10 a.m. on Zoom. You got to pre register. It's a short and sweet 1 hour, 9 a.m. Saturday. So I wanted to record this meditation and send to y'all this week. This is a similar meditation to what we're going to be doing when we start this listening to understand workshop. So we're going to do a little 5-minute or 10-minute meditation at the beginning and at the end to ground us, to get ready to listen to understand. So this is a nice grounding meditation. It's a good way to settle into your body. And we're going to focus on listening today. So find a comfy position that could be seated, laying on your back. Maybe you're on the couch or the floor. Get nice and comfy. And then take a big deep breath, noticing your breath coming and going as if you were a loving, curious, outside observer. Inhaling and exhaling, just noticing your breath, following it in through your nose or mouth, down into your torso. Notice if there's any movement in your ribs or your belly. As you inhale, soften your belly, soften your pelvic floor, soften your back, your neck. Inhaling, softening your belly. Exhaling, sinking into the furniture, the mat, the floor. And then feel your feet on the floor, on your mat, your carpet. Feel the surface that your feet are resting on, noticing your feet, your legs, your hips. Noticing your torso, your arms and hands. You might compare left and right halves as you notice your feet, legs, pelvis, torso, arms and hands, all the way up through your neck into the top of your head. Just noticing, just gathering information. Is anything jumping out at you today? And if you do notice a tight spot or something that feels stiff, or even something that feels really good, just make a note of that. And we'll compare when we're at the end of this session. So we noticed our breath. We noticed our body. Now take a moment, notice any sounds inside the room or outside of your room. And again, if you were a curious, loving, outside observer, you might label these sounds. You might say clock ticking or birds chirping. Maybe you hear some street traffic. If you can just label the sounds without getting attached to them or making up a story about good or bad, just noticing. Taking another big deep breath, bring your awareness back to your breath again. Noticing your breath coming and going. So your breath is your anchor. For these next few exercises we're going to practice, keep in mind you can always come right back to your breath. If anything feels too intense, if you need a break, let go of the exercise for a moment and come right back to your breath. Now picture a time you felt listened to, you felt heard, a conversation with a loved one or a friend or coworker that really listened to you, really paid attention to you. And notice how you feel just picturing this conversation. And if nothing's coming to mind, you could create a new memory. You could make a story up about having a loving conversation where you felt heard and listened to. So, really picture yourself there. Are you indoors or out of doors? Are you sitting facing your person? Are you walking side by side? What are all the details you can remember of this actual conversation? Or you could make up a new story where you had a successful conversation with someone where you felt heard and listened to. Notice this in your body. Notice any body sensations that come up as you picture being listened to. Do you feel relaxed or tense? Do you feel warmth or coolness? And then just for a moment, letting go of that memory or story and coming right back to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Now picture a time you had a conversation with someone where you did not feel heard, you did not feel listened to. What was the outcome of this conversation? How did you feel during this talk? Did you notice any body sensations, maybe in your tummy? Did you notice clenching your fists? Maybe your ears got hot? What physical body sensations did you have or would you have if you were in a conversation and not feeling heard? Just take one more big deep breath here. And then as you exhale, completely let go of any of those body sensations, tension, tightness. Come right back to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And then one last time, coming back to that conversation where you felt heard and listened to, you felt supported, loved. Picture those feelings again. Picture that person that made you feel loved or that you felt loved, listened to, heard. Are those body sensations different? Are they in different places in your body? Your chest, your back, your hands or feet? Take one more breath here to soak up these good feelings of feeling listened to and heard and supported. And then once again, coming right back to your breath, letting go of this story or memory. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's take 5 more big deep breaths at your own pace. Inhaling And exhaling. And then once again, noticing your feet resting on the floor. Notice the texture of the surface your feet are on, your mat, your carpet, maybe a wood floor. Feel that texture that your feet are resting on. Feel your legs and hips heavy in the chair or on the floor. Feel your torso, your back, your belly. Feel your shoulders, arms, and hands. Scan up through your neck and head. Notice if your body feels any different doing this scan from your feet up to the top of your head. Take another big deep breath. Slowly open your eyes and start to look around the room really gently and slowly. Maybe looking over to the side or up towards the ceiling. Maybe do a couple shoulder rolls. You can shrug your shoulders, let them drop. Maybe yawn. Open your mouth. Slowly bring your awareness back into the room. And I'd love to hear your feedback on how this went for you today. I'd love to see you in person, in Zoom in person, on the computer, Saturday, June 19th, 9 to 10 a.m. There's a link below and on my website as well where you can sign up. See you then.